everyone, my name is Kelsey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be something really exciting and that I've been wanting to film for a while, but that is how to be a successful Roblox designer. And before I get started with the whole video, I would just like to point out my definition on success may be different than yours, but I'm kind of doing it as being successful means you do get sales. There's not a certain amount that you have to get in order to be so-called successful. So I'm just kind of like throwing that disclaimer out. My version of being a successful Roblox designer is putting yourself out there all the time, getting custom requests, getting sales, whether it's 2 a day or 200 a day. And also, you know, being in like having your own store, being in other people's stores or malls or anything like that. Basically just getting your name out there. That's what I feel success is. I don't feel success is kind of just measured on like, oh, if you have 1 million sales on Roblox then you can be successful. No, that's not realistic anyways. But so yeah, I just wanted to clear that up, and now we are going to start. Okay, so I have 6 tips for you, and the first one is to get a useful and easy to work with software that you know well or you can learn well quickly, if that makes sense. Basically what I'm trying to say in this is that I use paint.net, and I used to use it when I was younger, so I kind of knew a little bit on how to use it, but I also looked up like tutorials and all that kind of stuff to learn how to use that software. There's tons of different softwares that you can use, and it depends if you're designing on your phone, laptop, iPad, whatever it is. There's tons of different softwares. I just happen to use paint.net. There's also one called GIMP, which is really good, which I think in the future I'll definitely get. However, right now at this point I'm using paint.net and it works really well for me, and I know it really well. So get a software and really take the time to research it and learn it very well so that you can make really good clothing. Okay, so tip number 2 is to put yourself out there and advertise. And I hate to admit it and I hate to say it, but advertising works, you guys. It works wonders. Even if you're just putting like 200 Robux into it, and you know other people are putting thousands or even 1 million into advertising, you still will pop up, whether it's 1 time or 1 million times. You still pop up on the page and people are gonna click and be like, oh, that's cool, I want that item, or oh, that's cool, I want to check her inventory, all that kind of stuff. Advertising works wonders. And also about advertising is that you want to put yourself out there, which is what I was saying earlier about getting into people's malls and things like that. If you see somebody making a mall, message them, be like, hey, I'm a clothing designer, I'd love a spot, is it free, do I need to pay for it? You know, get all the information, but put yourself out there and try and get yourself in as many places as you can so that as many people can see your work. And yeah, you just put yourself out there, it works wonders. Okay, so tip number 3 is to always look for trends to follow. And this is kind of like gaining on social media, to be honest, and I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that. But Roblox is kind of like a social media game, if I'm honest. And if you see people like the really big designers using fishnet and it's selling really good, you're gonna want to use fishnet and kind of go on the bandwagon, if you will. That's kind of like a really good tip, to be honest, because if you see like just a huge designer using a certain fabric or a certain, like, not saying to copy them, because of course that's horrible. I hate when people copy clothing, it's the worst. But you know, if you just see all the big designers making like shorts with fishnet or something like that, then try making your own shorts with fishnet and see what happens. I mean, for example, I did that and it works wonders. Like, follow the trends that you see other people doing, but make your own version of it, and people may even like your version better. Tip number 4. This kind of goes along with tip number 3. However, this is to look what other designers are making and what groups are making too. this can get you inspiration, but also kind of help you know what trends are going on. So this just kind of goes along with tip number 3, but look what other designers are doing, look what the big designers are doing, and most of the time they're doing their own thing, which is freaking awesome. I love that. However, there is certain trends going on right now, such as fishnet. It's very big right now. If you put fishnet on your shorts, or like near your midriff, or like even like a neckline or a necklace with fishnet, like it's going to sell right now. People are really into that, and roses. I don't know why, but roses, they sell. So look for the trends and what other people are making, and kind of use that to gather some inspiration for yourself. Okay, this is tip number 5, and I actually learned this one, credits to Miss Mudman. She's like the biggest Roblox, not creator, designer. But she is freaking amazing, one of the nicest people I've ever known, and she has been giving me some advice, and so I wanted to share it with you. But this is to join a group and design for them. Now, I have had really bad luck with groups. I recently, somebody tried to scam me and then hacked my account, which I'm good now. But yes, join a group that has a certain amount of members that you want and design for them. Get yourself out there. You know, try and aim for a group like with 1,000 members at first, and then if that's going good for you, try like 5,000, 10,000. Keep going and climbing up the ladder and design for groups that are well known. That's a great way to get you and your clothing out there. And tip number 6, the last tip I have for you, is to have fun and don't give up. If something that you're making isn't as good as what you thought it was going to be, don't give up on it. Keep trying, and maybe you abandon that and come back to it at another time. But yeah, don't give up. Designing is so much fun. I love meeting other designers, and that's another tip I should have said. Try and get yourself out there and meet other designers too. You can have fun with each other, make friends, even learn from them. Learn from other designers. That's a great tip as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. See ya.